Welcome back to part 2 of the episode, where we take a look at the pollination of lords and ladies Arum maculatum, a plant without sepals and petals, achieves its interesting and bizarre pollination. This intriguing tale involves the development and regulation of the plant such that it can orchestrate an ornate floral dance around its reproductive parts. Today's dainty dalliance around this insect-trapping plant revolves around the reproductive structure or spike, known as the Spadix, which I'm sure you're familiar with from part 1 of the episode. Today's bizarre tale involves a bad smell fooling an unsuspecting midge into thinking it has reached its nesting site. Pooh! It also involves the plant turning its central heating up, sometimes 15 degrees above ambient, advertising its scent to the midge. The unsuspecting actor in this drama is a small midge which is given a prison sentence and early release. This unsuspecting insect is deterred from escaping the bulbous constriction of the spathe by downward pointing hairs and oily, slippy substance. But worry not, this small midge is given early release as the male flowers wither and allow it to escape with a dusting of pollen. So, before this elaborate floral dance can commence, the plant must reach a state of readiness, known as anthesis, or if you like, puberty in plant. And anthesis is a period during which the flower is fully open and functional, and it also may refer to the lead-in to that period. In fact, in some plants, such as Banksia, it can be quite spectacular, involving the extension of the style far beyond the perianth parts. During our visit to the local woodland, we found the plant in C1, C2, D and E stages. We paid 2 visits to a local woodland to look at the development of this colony, the first being on the 24th of April 2026 at the C1, C2 stage, where the plant was forming a coil at its base to form the chamber. We paid a second visit on the 5th of May 2026 when the spathe was fully visible and open. Here in this clip, taken on the 5th of May 2026, we can see the purple Spadix within the spathe, fully exposed and ready for action. As we came close to the end of the flowering period, we also managed to get a glimpse of the Spadix turning to brown, which is an indicator that the plant has flowered. So, excitement mounting, time for the big reveal. How does it actually do it? On the afternoon of flowering, the plant becomes active, and there is an increase in temperature which can be 15 degrees above ambient. The increased temperature volatilizes a chemical analogue which simulates rotting dung, fooling and attracting only female flies into the plant as a proposed nesting site. This increase in temperature, or thermogenesis, as shown by a heat camera, was discovered by Lamarck in 1778, long before the heat camera. The metabolic processes reflected in the next slide were first demonstrated by a scientist known as Garreau in the year 1851. The Arums have matched a host of evolutionary syndromes to the specific host pollinator circumstance, ranging from the sweet smells of flowers to the fruity smells of vineyards to the more accurate smells of dungs and urine. The volatile scent, encouraged by the increased temperature, attracts small midges known as owl midges or drainflies. These tiny flies are directed down the spathe to a ring of slippy downward pointing hairs, which are located at the constriction of the spathe. These small midges are unable to clamber out because of the slippy surface and remain imprisoned within the chamber of the cowl. The female flowers are carpels, composed of stigmas without styles, first ripen in the afternoon, that is to say they are protogynous, and they exude a nectar-like substance in the form of droplets overnight. These droplets are resorbed if no insects are present. The following morning, the male parts of the purple anthers liberate pollen in a rapid process, and the anther layer changes from a purple to a dusted yellow as the anthers open and shed their pollen on the unsuspecting midge. The midge will have likely pollinated the plant if it has visited other stands, and it will leave this plant with a freshly coated dusting of pollen to repeat the cycle. On the final day, the ring of sterile male flowers will rapidly wither back, releasing the midges. Who would have thought that such a tiny fly of approximately 3 millimeters could facilitate such changes? Who would have thought that this ancient plant, through epochs and generations of evolution, would have arrived at a floral signature which has stood the test of time? Hats off to the family Araceae. Well folks, that's it from me on the wild arum, or lords and ladies. Once again, thank you very much indeed for watching part 2 of the episode. If you too have found this plant and have any observations or experiences, please drop a line in the description where we'd like to hear from you. If you have liked or enjoyed this video or found it interesting or educational, please like, share or subscribe to help this channel become successful and bring the next in the series. In the meantime, we leave you with a tip from Maggie, our international symbol of floral appreciation. If you have a big nose, don't stick it into the spathe of a hot plant. In the meantime folks, whatever the weather is, go outdoors and enjoy it.